What is up guys, Zach here from the Chaos Galaxy, and today I'm going to be going through a brand new archetype for the fire planet of Sheos called the Blue Flame Spirits. I did a speed up video of these guys last week. If you haven't checked that out, there'll be a link in the description. But today I'm going to be going through their abilities, how they work, and what they're going to bring to the game when the new Planetary Collection Sheos comes out at the very end of this year. I'm also going to do a squaws reveal at the end of this video. I know a lot of people will be excited about that, but the fire squaws for the planet Sheos I'm also going to be showing off today, so that's very cool. But the fire planet of Sheos, which as you maybe guess or already know, is the aggressive planet. All the creatures have a high power rating and a pretty low health rating. So it's all about beating your opponent as efficiently as possible, no matter the cost. And the Blue Flame Spirits are no different to that. You might also notice I've got this cool Blue Flame Spirit playmat here. I'm going to be trying to release zones for the game in the style of this, like a sort of mural style made up of little zones that you put together as you play through the game. Also going to be doing the same thing with the Shape Knights. Made a little mat there. I think the Shape Knight one's cooler, to be honest. It's a larger archetype that lends itself well to this kind of background image, so that's very cool. But the Blue Flame Spirits, 4-card archetype, and the first one we have is Laji of the Blue Flame Lamp, based off a sort of genie. So the Blue Flame Spirits are spirits that come out of these ancient relics, and they're all based off like sort of Arabic legend and Arabic words. 230 power and only 10 health. All the Blue Flame Spirits only have 10 health. Basically, when it's your turn, the spirits are out of their relics and ready to attack, and then when it's your opponent's turn, they hide back into their relics, so they have basically no stats at that point. So 10 health, and after this creature attacks and is still on your planet after the attack, add 1 Galaxied Blue Flame card to your hand. It's weird reading the word blue in the red letters. It kind of throws me off as I'm going through the cards. But that's Laji of the Blue Flame Lamp, and he's going to be getting to your other Blue Flame cards to sort of kick off your combos and stuff. The next one we have is Jakra of the Blue Flame Jar, which is this sort of dragony type one. He's a rare, and he's probably the most powerful creature in the archetype. 370 power, which is pretty big, only 10 health again, but that's the way the archetype goes. And once per turn, you can return one of your other zoned Blue Flame cards to your galaxy to shuffle one other zoned card into its own galaxy. So you're taking one of your relics and putting it back into the Temple of the Blue Flame where it came from, and then getting to remove one of your opponent's cards for that. And shuffling into the deck is a lot of the time even stronger than actually killing a card. So he's going to be really good. And any card you put back into your galaxy, you can add back to your hand with Laji. So these guys I think will combo really well. The next one we have is Scaril of the Blue Flame Scroll. So he's got 290 power and 10 health. He's a 4-star. Really good power for a 4-star, that, by the way. The highest in the game so far is 300. So, you know, it's literally right at the top of the scale there. And Scaril reads, after this zoned creature is killed or returned to your galaxy by a card ability, you gain 1 point. So just some point abilities going with the Sheos theme, with gaining points as quickly and efficiently as possible to win the game. He also combos with Jakra. You shuffle back in Jakra, you get to return one of your opponent's cards and then gain a point from it. But the main reason Scaril of the Scroll combos off best is because of the Blue Flame itself. The permanent resource card, the Undying Blue Flame, is going to be a really rare in the set. Really happy with how the artwork came out. And once per turn, you can free play one of your killed Sheos creatures which has 10 health. So that's any of these guys for free once a turn. If this card is still zoned at the end of your turn, you kill that free played creature. So as long as you've got the Undying Blue Flame, every turn you can just keep playing your Blue Flame Spirits, attacking over your opponent, then they'll retreat back into their relics on the end of your turn and essentially die, ready to be brought back next turn. However, if you find a way to remove the Undying Blue Flame, if you shuffle it into your galaxy with something like Jakra, then you get to keep that creature forever, and you can then research out the Jakra with Laji, and I think there's going to be some nice little combos going between these guys. And also, if Scaril is killed by the ability of the Undying Blue Flame, you'll get yourself a point. So you'll be mounting up lots of points, returning your opponent's creatures to the deck, and adding more Blue Flame cards to your hand to slowly take advantage over your opponent. Another thing to note with the Undying Blue Flame is that it can play any Sheos creature with 10 health. It's not just a Blue Flame card. And there are some other ones in the game. I'll be honest, they're not that powerful, but there might be some more released in the Planetary Collection. There's still some cards to be revealed, but the main one in the game at the moment is the meme king himself, Obsidian Blob, with 100 power and 10 health. I'll be honest, you're going to want to be playing one of these guys over Obsidian Blob, but you could use him in the deck. You never know when that card could come in useful. He's a 1-star, so he's very cheap. But that's all the Blue Flame cards. Only 4 of them. It's kind of a mini archetype, but a lot of the times mini archetypes are the strongest in the game. The Ozos and the Skellies only have like 4 or 5 components to each of the archetypes, and they're still like super strong. So really excited to see what the Blue Flame cards could do. And I also think that permanent resource cards aren't very strong in the game, so I really want to turn that around and make these cards powerful with super powerful things like the Undying Blue Flame, which can bring out your Blue Flame spirits every turn. Some support cards now. Going to go through a few existing cards in the game that are really going to help out the archetype. So the first one we have is Crimson Grenade. So when your opponent attacks a Sheos creature, you switch the power and health of that Sheos creature until after the attack. And because the gap between power and health is so big in all of these Blue Flame cards, the Crimson Grenade is going to be really good. Your opponent will think they can easily get over the 10 health of one of your Blue Flame spirits. You just activate your Crimson Grenade and you're going to be laughing. The next card we have is cards that are going to reduce other creatures' health. So things like the Torch of Torquorch reduces the health of all zoned creatures by 100, which is a pretty chunky amount for most cards. So over the Blue Flame cards, they've only got 10 health to lose. So taking advantage of some potential abilities that lower health like that, cards like KO are going to be pretty useless against this deck, and that's a widely used card across the game. So that's going to sort of make that kind of card redundant, or with cards like Torch of Torquorch, be used to your advantage. And the next card we have is Trollogram. I think this is going to be really strong. It's another permanent resource, however, so you'll need to be running quite a few in the deck. But anytime one of your zoned creatures with 90 or less health would be killed by an attack, it's not killed. Basically takes 2 attacks to kill any of the Blue Flame spirits here, so that's going to be a real nightmare for your opponent. Another one is just a lot of destruction cards, really. Basically, if you play cards out with the Undying Blue Flame, they're going to be killed every turn, so killing them yourself with a really powerful card like Galaxy Crash won't matter as much. It's going to really hurt your opponent, and you'll be getting the creature that you kill back next turn. And if it's something like Scaril that you kill with the Galaxy Crash, you'll be getting a point for your troubles. So really good there. That's some good support for the deck. What about if you want to counter the deck? If you really hate these cards and you want to see them burn and die, I think the main way around them is basically if you have any card to kill the Undying Blue Flame, any permanent resource hate like Calamask or Croagorok Comet are going to be really good ways to get around this archetype. Although I think a lot of the time, if you're a Blue Flame Spirit player, you're going to be shuffling back in your Undying Blue Flame back into your Galaxy to sort of protect it, I guess, from cards like this from your opponent. So I think that's going to be a cool, like, skillful play that Blue Flame players will have to use. The next way to get around the Blue Flame cards is kind of just by using small creatures. 10 health isn't tough to get past, and although that is kind of a cool, unique part about the Blue Flame creatures, it could also be their downfall. If you're using cards with low power like Thorngaborg, which only costs you 1 star and has enough power to beat over any of the Blue Flame creatures, that could be a problem for your opponent. So I think like small creatures are going to be good ways to get past it. I think the deck might do well against like big creatures, like some Pelisium decks or Roka decks, if you're just getting those strong creatures shuffled back into your deck, losing star advantage. But I think weaker cards are going to be good against the Blue Flames. Oh my gosh, I've forgotten to show the squads. Right, okay, I actually think this is my favourite squad so far. I've revealed like 4 or 5 for the game, but this one here is Blazing Squad. Based off the UK Garage Prodigy's Blazing Squad. Blazing Squad has only 40 power and 130 health. And after this creature is killed by an opponent's attack, you can free play one of your killed creatures that comes from your planet card and has 120 or less health. Guess what cards have 120 or less health? All the Blue Flame cards. You can get one of them back for free. I think this is going to be a really good Sheos card and could actually be used in a lot of decks. I could see it working in Gaios pretty well. And it's, yeah, Blazing Squads, like a lot of the squads, is just good, generic stuff. So guys, thank you so much for watching. That was my showcase of the new Blue Flame Spirit archetype for the planet Sheos. Very different to the Shape Knights, which I showed in my last few videos, but really cool, I think, and a very different play style that's gonna match up nicely. So there'll be lots more cards to reveal for the Planetary Collection soon. They're pretty much ready. I've actually drawn every card for it. Just need to design the packaging and put the cards on templates and perfect some of the abilities and stats, and then we'll be there. So stay tuned for that. Very, very exciting stuff. Thanks for watching. Let me know what you think of the Blue Flame cards in the description. Let me know what your favourite one is. I do think I really like Lagi, but I do love the Undying Blue Flame. I think the shading I managed to get on like the temple area of it looks really, really nice. So let me know what you think of these cards. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe. Follow me on Instagram at ChaosGalaxyTCG. Check out my shorts. I've started making shorts now. Hopefully that can grow the channel a bit. So definitely check them out and support them if you want to support the game. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.